I was thinking about inflicting pain to myself just to keep myself awake. That's how bad it was. This movie was dreadful. And I have seen people glowing in their reviews, and I'm saying, what are you watching? How can this possibly? You got monsters in the movie. You got robots in the movie. You got other superheroes in the movie. You got a damn dog with a cape on. You got, what are you talking about? You got Lois Lane driving a spaceship. What the hell does that have to do with Superman?
Consider not running again because of their. And so then the New York Post, New York Times. On a near daily basis, egged on by the Pod Save America saviors of the Democratic Party, with what, 4 white millionaires that are dining out on their association with Barack Obama from 16 years ago, living in Beverly fucking Hills, telling the rest of the world what black voters in South Carolina really want, or what the women in the waitress living outside of Green Bay, Wisconsin really believes. I mean, what the fuck? I mean, I can't believe that we do this over and over again.
Yeah.
You're listening.
Yeah, like all the time I'm listening.
wATP with Christian, Eric, and Carl sometimes.
Listen in your office, in your car, or even your neighborhood bar.
We're doing it. We're doing it. We're having fun. We're making it happen.
It's fun time.
Open your mouth, close your eyes. We're going to give you a big surprise.
And here it is.
Welcome to Who Are These Broadcasters, the only show whose audience thinks they didn't do enough at the trade deadline. Also, the only show worth watching streaming live right now on YouTube. Look nowhere else. This is the only show you want to be watching right now. Isn't that true, Eric Zane?
I guess. Yeah. You know, I mean, maybe somebody's doing something worthwhile, but probably not.
Nope.
No?
Don't look around. Don't look around.
I don't even know where to look. I don't even know where to begin.
There may or may not be people who aren't usually live right now that are, and I'm not going to stand for it. And you know how I'm going to do that? I'm going to put on the best damn show we possibly can, Eric.
I'm all for it. I like putting on the best damn show. I feel like our best show is always the one that happened most recently. They just keep getting better.
Keep getting better. I like the way that you look at this. Please go to whoarethese.com. You'll find the voicemail number. Leave us a voicemail. I haven't gotten one in a while. Say it's for WATB. While you're there, join the Patreon or become a member of the YouTube. You'll get 2 bonus episodes every month and see WATP record live every single Saturday. And I had this banner there. WATP will be performing at Chrissy Mayer's Content House Friday, September 5th. You could look for tickets for the Magic Bag on September 12th or September 11th. I forget what day. It doesn't matter what day, because as they say in the business, that show went clean. No more tickets available. So you're fucked if you didn't buy tickets already.
That's Drew Lane. He gives the show a big push. So
Okay.
Excellent job.
There's 3 things on that show: Drew Lane, Dave Landau, and Eric Zane. Those are the 3 reasons that people bought tickets to that show.
No, I don't think I sold one.
All right. Well, you know what?
one.
When you're there, go around and ask when you're on stage, did any one of you buy a ticket because I'm here? And if they say no, then we'll understand.
This is the reaction from people when they see me at the Magic Bag. They go, "Oh yeah, yeah." And then
I didn't recognize you with your pants on.
There isn't anything like, "Oh yeah, oh hey, I love you," or "I love the show." It's always like, "Oh yeah," and then they just kind of like scurry away. That's usually what happens.
I'm gonna pretend that I haven't gotten that. By the way, we had Royalty, Chaos Queen, Carl's sister-in-law. There's a prairie dog watching this countdown. Thank you for checking us out, Chaos Queen, because I do know there are other choices that you might have right now.
I've met her. She's very sweet, very nice lady.
Yeah.
I forget her name.
Yeah. And by the way, in the
wife.
chat, speaking of Royalty, the great Carl Heberger, Heberger, they are sellouts. You're all sellouts. Even Eric Zane is a sellout. Everyone sold out that show at the Magic Bag. That's all that matters. By the way, our buddy Chad's missing upper lip, never missing an opportunity. Magic Bag is what Eric calls his ball bag. Is that true?
Yeah, good one. Great joke.
You know, here's the most controversial thing that Chad's missing upper lip has ever put in the chat. I say 0 super chats today. You know what? Do you guys think it would be funny to maybe make Chad's missing upper lip look like an asshole? And then we'll get the most super chats we've ever gotten. This seems like a great time, Eric, to explain how super chats work on this show.
Yeah, absolutely. The way this works is if you want Christian to sign off with something ridiculous that just doesn't make sense and nobody agrees with, like, for example, if Christian said, Chad's missing upper lip is funny. All right, that would be a terrible thing that he could sign off with. If you would attach a dollar amount to that, that will be said as the sign-off. The highest dollar amount with the sign-off that you want Christian to say will, in fact, be the one that he signs off with.
Yes, absolutely.
That's
and
it.
Christina, I did know your name was
yes.
Christina, but
I was going to say Kristen.
I couldn't remember if you revealed your secret identity, so that's why I just said Chaos Queen. I don't know if I've ever actually met Christina, and if I did, it was probably an Isotope show that I sang at, and she probably doesn't have good memories of me.
I remember it because she was having some type of issue with the kid. Grant and Christina's kid at home. He was doing something. I think he set the house on fire. And she was...
that was just Grant. Okay. Apparently, Mountain Dew is very flammable. So I think that they had some issues. Right. By the way, this is how people recognize Eric Zane. You're the door kicked in guy. That's exactly who you are. By the way, Chad's Missing Upper Lip was a huge Eric Zane fan because he wanted me to be fired. Now you're back on the shit list. So we're both where we belong.
Yeah, I don't care. I like Chad's Missing Upper Lip.
I do like Chad's Missing.
He's a little sensitive though, if you say anything to rub him the wrong way, he gets kind of butthurt,
Well, yeah, but he's been very helpful in recent episodes, sending us clips on the fly while we're on the air. But let's get down to it. Let's start where we so often do, with some local news.
WATB, who are these local news? Who are these local newscasters?
And Easy, this first local news clip is actually one that you sent to me. And I don't think the Dune Buggy clip requires a lot of setup. I think we can just let her rip, right?
I agree.
Okay.
Tonight, we're hearing from a woman who witnessed a dune buggy explode near Silver Lake State Park.
Okay. I am going to pause it before we even get to the story. This is Dank DeMoss's 6-year-old sister. You see how huge she is. She does look like she could be somewhere in the Dank DeMoss family tree, this local news reporter.
Yeah, this is continuing. If you notice, the news in general, they've been like bleeding talent because they don't pay. So they have now they're actually getting to the point where they're actually finally hiring real people.
Yeah.
So this lady shows up and she is a TV News 10. This chick.
Oh, yeah. No, exactly. Like a year ago, she was probably the receptionist. And then they were like, yeah, just go sit at that desk and read what we tell you to. All right, let's see what's happening here.
It happened yesterday. She caught the entire thing on cell phone video. 13 on your size, Alexis Dumergine spoke to that witness. And she
Charlie Murphy's daughter.
Alexis.
This is why we don't do a pre-show meeting, because
darkness.
Yeah, Lauren, just before noon.
Well, at least she's excited to share this story. Yeah,
this is something you have to see. If you're listening to the audio podcast, you don't get these jokes, God damn it.
You're going to have to Google Alexis Dumergine.
Okay.
Which is her TV name, by the way.
Dune buggy went up in flames near Silver Lake's fire station. One woman jumped into action trying to help before an explosion.
Oh, yeah.
It's so bad.
You might be shocked to find out that when I was in high school, I did the morning announcements at my high school, my senior year. This is what it sounded like, except I'm a little bit more attractive than her.
Rocked the area. Amy Vanderbilt was heading home when she saw flames and stopped to help.
That's the inside of a 74 Silverado.
And then it saw the car on fire.
She raced to a nearby campground, hoping someone had a fire extinguisher.
So I pulled up to the next place I went was there's a campground. And so I asked them if they had a fire extinguisher. And they did, and they gave me one.
She came back and handed it off to people.
Little heavy on the details there.
Yeah, I know.
I drove to a campground. I asked them if they have a fire extinguisher. They said they did. So I asked them if I could have it, and they said okay. So they went to go get the fire extinguisher, and then they came back and they handed it to me. I turned around, got in my car, and drove to the burning car.
Yeah,
Jesus.
She tells a story the way I set up a clip. Dwyer Christian driving in cell phone usage. And Chad's Missing Upper Lip a moment ago. All I see is teeth and reflective glass.
I don't get that.
Yeah.
I don't get that joke.
And white women powers activate. Yes, there was the white woman that we saw for a minute who's really telling this story.
To stop the fire, but the flames kept growing.
So then I turned around and went back and brought the fire extinguisher to the guys. And they started to try to put it out with the fire extinguisher. And, and it did not.
It didn't work. Okay.
Yeah. You said the lady before was a local news 10. If she were doing local news, is this a 12.5? I want to understand where the scale is.
Well, this is representative of my area's MAGA community right here. Everyone here loves, she's really hot to our MAGA, which is 99% of the people that surround me.
Yeah, exactly. The only people here are because they know some of the clips that we're going to be showing later, and they're like, I don't need to see what else
truck.
is going.
Sorry, I just stepped all over you. Silverado truck,
No, that's fine.
blue jean shirt, fake teeth. She's the whole package.
But I am going to say, I would.
Not work at all.
Leaking fuel and nitrous oxide made the fire worse. Holy cow! Until it exploded.
They were pouring, and it just got worse and worse, more and more flames.
Fire crews arrived minutes later and contained the fire. Thankfully,
She
no
looks like a
serious
Slim
injuries
Jim.
have been reported. In the newsroom, Alexis Dumergine, 13 on your side.
Khan points out over-explain speak. Yes. So the explosion is great, but man, there's so much window dressing that sets that up, isn't there, AZ?
That story could have been one clip, 10 seconds, truck explodes. That's the end of that.
Well, let me show local news 13 there how it should be done.
It shows a fiery car explosion in Arlington, Virginia. A bystander capturing the moment it all went down.
Okay, we see a car. Boom!
Wow.
Yeah, take a look at that. It all started with a parked car that suddenly burst into this gigantic fireball. The fire then spread to a few other vehicles.
Because they didn't try to put it off, but they put it out with a fire extinguisher.
By a ruptured fuel tank.
It's true.
Amazingly, no reports of any injuries.
So the key here is that they showed the explosion 5 times. And they didn't have somebody at the other end of the parking lot describe it. Dwyer Christian came. So obviously we know that's a good one. No commenting on what shows are on right now, Hamilton Burger. I will not put up that chat. So this is the only show worth watching right now. And anybody doing other shows, I think, will certainly agree with that. I want to bring in the local news segment to the most local place for me right here in Los Angeles. This is from KTLA, Channel 5 here in Los Angeles. We get a lot of great clips from this channel. This is an on-the-scene reporter who you're going to pretty quickly understand, everyone at this channel hates her. So her name is Elena Abovian. Elena? She's covering a new Tesla diner here in town, and her remote gets off to a great start. Yes, the start is visual, but I think they'll explain it to you. Okay. But for some reason, it's not there. I don't know what I did wrong. Did you see that clip?
No, I didn't. And I noticed, I don't know if you can hear me. I'm guessing you can.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
It seems like you're on a lag. I don't know. It's like I'll hear your voice and then I'll see your mouth move.
Why don't you read a couple of poor chats and I'll be right back.
Of course. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, as you know, the chats drive the show. And thank God you've got a professional soul like myself who can, at the drop of a hat, be able to just navigate something as ridiculous as Christian's shitty internet. Dwyer says, blame Blatt. Chad's missing upper lip says, vamp, Zane.
Yeah, I
as
think
Dwyer also says, Blatt's a lag.
Yeah,
how's that feel? How's that?
He's got the last 2 letters are correct.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna try and show this clip, and we'll see if it starts. Oh, yeah. Oh, there we go. It just took a second. There is the
okay.
delay.
Good.
All right. So this reporter is off to a great start outside of the Tesla diner, which is.
I have to. Oh, you weren't planning on eating that, were you, Dave?
So she was holding a box with a breakfast burrito in it. And she asks her cameraman, you weren't planning on eating that. And he does what a cameraman does. And he nods. And yes, she did drop a burrito, but it's not her burrito to drop. It's her cameraman's burrito.
It's Dave's fucking burrito.
Yeah, exactly.
How the fuck did you do that?
I'll give you half my burrito.
Alina.
I will give you half my burrito.
What's going on now?
Kale.
Oh my.
So already we're off to a terrible start. She not only dropped it, to make it up to him, she's offering half of her burrito. Maybe the whole thing, bitch. You know?
Yes.
You
or go get another one, you idiot.
Well, yeah. Well, we'll find out that it's harder to get food there than you might expect.
Oh my God. It
Poor
wasn't
Dave
that good
Lopez.
anyway. It was.
He
Dave,
was
how
so
much did you pay
looking
for that
forward
taco?
to that.
He paid $11 for
$11.
So
You
a
just
little
threw
bit
it on
more
the
than
ground.
McDonald's.
The meanness
He
from
dropped
Alina.
it.
I'm gonna
The meanness continues.
He's
First
holding
she
a
comes
mic.
after me. Then she goes
I don't know
after
what's wrong.
Dave
It's
Lopez.
So what we're seeing is the guy back in the studio is already annoyed with her. I mean, she probably made a very lighthearted joke, but he doesn't look like he can laugh about it.
No.
By the way, Tony Hotfinger says her burrito probably sucks. Yeah, you're probably right. And Chad's.
Sorry.
Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. Big Red Tower.
Big Red Tower said, "No, I was planning on throwing that burrito away. That's why I bought it."
That's exactly why he bought it.
Mercury retrograde.
Okay, what did you Uber Eats for yourself? We're
It's
curious.
Mercury. A burrito.
So she mentions Mercury in retrograde, which is one of the most annoying explanations you can use when you are this word that Chad's missing upper lip uses right here. Half my burrito. Fuck you, cunt. Yes, she's like, well, it's Mercury in retrograde. So she's opening her breakfast now in a stapled brown paper bag.
Okay.
So hold on a second. You're
I'm going to
standing.
split this with you, Dave.
You're outside of a place. You're doing a whole story on a diner, and you don't go in to buy a diner yourself, and you Uber Eats a burrito to yourself. How is your? When are you going to put your tiara back on?
I owe no loyalty to Elon Musk. I went inside with the full intention of ordering even these tacos, but it didn't look very appetizing.
Oh, okay. All right.
She's saying the food doesn't look good, but she kind of betrayed the first thing. She's like, I have no loyalty to Elon Musk.
Yeah.
So that's really what it comes down to is she feels like, and look, this is Los Angeles. Everything you do is a political statement. I do understand that on that level, but she's really flaunting how cunty she's being. And you heard the guy, he was very proud of himself. That said, where's your tiara? And there's some other guy, probably the weather guy in the studio.
Yeah, I got to hear that.
Yeah, you can hear all of it.
Okay.
And if I'm going to have like a good breakfast, I wanted a good breakfast.
Fair enough.
This
Where'd
is
you
an
Uber Eats
honest
from?
review, guys. Unbiased,
I
honest
didn't know they had
review.
caviar in burritos.
Oh, okay.
You see what he's saying?
I
didn't know that they.
Yeah,
So,
that's right. Ha ha.
how much do you think at least this one guy right here hates this bitch? I mean,
Oh yeah, you can tell just by his posture. He's got this standoffish appearance to him.
Now, did he try and fuck her and she said no, or do you think that possibly something happened and he wanted to go back, but she realized it wasn't going to help her career?
Yeah, probably. I mean, look at him. I mean, who would actually sleep with that guy? Jesus.
And look how far apart the chick in studio with him is. Like she couldn't be any further away from him and still in the
body
shot.
length. He's all spread out everywhere. She's like trying to make herself as small as possible.
Yeah, he's doing man spreading.
Where'd you order from, Alina?
Well, listen, if anyone wants to deliver caviar to us this morning, we are right here on Santa Monica and Orange.
Can't miss
I
it.
like it with chips and a little bit of creme fraiche.
There.
Yeah. Okay. So she's literally telling you what her order is. The tone shifts when one of the other guys in the studio decides that she should really do her job. She's a reporter.
You get David Lopez though to shoot because one of the things we know is shoot this one of the big screens there.
Yeah. So this guy says film a big screen.
There's an apartment building directly behind. Not that one. The other one.
Oh.
There's a lot of directing going on here. So
it's like an Opie on the street stunt.
This is exactly. She's going to go and buy envelopes in a second. All right. So he wanted the other screen.
Oh,
that one.
Yeah.
Look at their view.
Nice view.
Okay. So this is legitimately worth showing, though, that this Tesla diner put up these giant screens that aren't showing anything. And how far apart would you say that is from that apartment building? The windows are staring. I mean, 20 feet. I can't even tell. They're really close there, you know. By the way, Dwyer Christian points out Chad Zumach's new condo, and Chad's missing upper lip says KTLA Unleashed. Yes, this is prime Opie stuff. So I feel like we've described it for our audio audience. So the old guy back in the studio, he wants her to put on her scoop hat.
Yeah, what happens to those people, with their balconies and their view?
They lost their view.
What do you mean what happened?
Stare at the back of
It's there.
the screen.
It's blocked.
I wouldn't be. Go interview them. I wouldn't be happy. Go
and
knock on some doors.
Subpar tacos.
Yeah.
Oh, God, it's
So
terrible.
She's shitting on the tacos again. This guy really wants her to go interview people in that building, though. You'll see.
How's the coffee?
And ask them what they think.
Yeah, ask them what they think. I'd be furious.
Coffee is.
That guy might actually be old Opie.
Yeah,
Go ask him what they think.
He reminds me of Biden when he was only half demented.
Right. Yeah.
I'd be furious.
Coffee is excellent, but it's also not from here. It's an oat milk latte.
Okay.
It's really good.
Just really showing some meanness today.
She has standards, and they weren't met where she was.
Yeah.
And now
Wow. And she threw Davy Lopez
I don't like
burgers
your
taco. I'm going to throw it on the ground.
Well, they did a great job, really tying that whole thing together.
Pile of shit bit from the jump. God
when
damn.
The senior anchor there on the left, when he told her to go interview people in that building whose view is blocked, you notice she didn't budge at all. She's like, no, I'm not here for actual reporting. I just want to talk about how the food is shit at the Tesla diner.
Right. It was like they just said, all right, hey, what is she doing? I don't know. We're just going to figure it out as we go. Let's do it on the fly. I mean, that's okay for this shit show, but not exactly on KTLA. Come on now.
Yeah. And Dwyer Christian says, and the Emmy for local news goes to Benton gives us a what happened? And the one pun wants to know if anyone wants to see her taco. Not really. No, it's probably a soy or oat milk taco. So I'm not interested. By the way, Eric, can you check the big board and let us know how we're doing with super chats? What kind of amount do we have so far?
As usual, we use, anybody who's ever paid attention to this show knows that it always starts out so goddamn slow.
Yeah.
And today is no exception. We are 22 minutes in, and we have $0 and 0 cents.
Well, they must be giving money to whatever other shows might be on right now.
Yeah,
and,
I'm not sure, but it's horrible. It's absolutely horrible.
We're 22 minutes in. We should have $22, but we don't. And that means that what you're not going to get right now is bears. Maybe we'll look at some bears a little later, but I've been too free and easy with the bears. So we're going to head over. Oh my gosh. The All Apologies podcast. Thank you to Trucker Andy. First, you give them the right to vote. Now this. Yeah, I know. They won't even eat subpar food at the Tesla diner. I agree. Thank you, Trucker Andy. So I appreciate that. But let's head over to talk shows.
WATB, who are these talk shows? Who are these talk shows?
So this is what we would call a big get. Candace Owens did a jailhouse interview with Harvey Weinstein. And this is a compilation put together by a site called Milk Bar TV. So they did some good work because Candace is determined to make Harvey say who runs Hollywood. And if you know anything about Candace Owens, she wants it to be the Shootleys. And Harvey Weinstein is probably not someone who's going to say that, even if it's true. But she does some mental gymnastics to really try and get that out of him. They've added a little drum beat to this, but this is a fun interaction. By the way, Harvey looks great here.
Can't say who.
Why not? Why can't you say who? What do you have to lose?
Because I'm not sure that I'm right.
You say, I think. Maybe. I really want to push you on this point, Harvey, because I think it's very significant. I mean, you had the greatest movies that were in Hollywood. You had a lot of power. And I'm wondering if there was anybody in Hollywood that you may have been fighting with at that time.
The only thing that's missing is her saying, she's really just trying to, I think you know what I'm trying to say, Harvey.
That just anything that could have been going on, because I think there's something bigger happening here.
There wasn't a fight per se, but the establishment, I would not say, was my friends.
Right. And what is the establishment in Hollywood?
Yes. What is it? Could you just say it and then we can move on? Harvey?
Yeah. Why is this so important to her? Is she a Jew hater? Is she a Shuli hater?
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah, I think that she thinks Nick Fuentes doesn't go far enough with his Jew hating. So yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So she's really trying to get this.
It's normally the big studios, but I can't say that they were part of this.
Right. No, I'm just wondering, like, who in the end, who owns all those movies now? Who owns your catalog? What happened to your company?
We sold the catalog
to
a company called Be-In, you know what I mean, which is owned by the Qatari government. And
so it's kind of a nice, they took the drum beat away. Well, he says the Qatari government. They go right back to the drum, and he's got more.
And we sold the other part of the library to a company called Spyglass and Lantern, which is owned by the Saudi Arabian government.
Why is Buddy Rich playing? What the fuck? Why are they doing that?
Well, just because she's dancing, she's freestyling on the drums, I guess. She's really trying to get him to say that the Jews run Hollywood. And instead he's like, no, a bunch of Middle Eastern people gave us billions of dollars. And she's like, all right. So this is how she finally moves on.
I'm asking these questions because my investigation into this isn't going to stop.
So thanks to Milk Bar TV that made it so that clip isn't like 9 minutes long.
Had it been where the first words out of his mouth were, "Oh, the Jews," I mean, what else is going to happen on that interview?
She wanted names. There's a lot. I think that she was just convinced because. But here's the thing, when you live here, you don't actually talk about how the Jews run Hollywood. I mean, it's just one of those things. It's like it's not really true. You know what I'm saying, Eric? Anyway, so if anybody really wants that whole,
I don't.
Oh, you don't? If anybody wants the whole interview, you check that out on Candace Owens' channel. She also actually talked to our buddy Nick Fuentes. So there's a lot going on with Candace right now. So this next clip that I have, I'm just going to move on from that. This is one of the craziest things I've ever seen. I don't know if this actual episode has aired yet, but this is a promo for an upcoming interview that former CNN host Jim Acosta is doing, where he conducted an interview with an AI representation of one of the victims of the Parkland school shooting, a kid named Joaquin Oliver. So he's talking to an AI kid that got killed in the Parkland shooting. Okay.
Not just shot, but killed.
No, killed. Yes, he's dead. Yes. He's no longer with us. So let's see how Jim Acosta handles it.
I would like to know what your solution would be for gun violence.
Great question. I believe in a mix of stronger gun control laws, mental health support, and community engagement. We need to create safe spaces for conversations and connections, making sure everyone feels seen and heard. It's about building a culture of kindness and understanding. What do you think about that?
I think that's a great idea, Joaquin. Joaquin, I would
I think that's a great idea, Joaquin. By the way, Casey Day does this much better. Our buddy Hack Ride, his avatar is a lot more believable. So he just gets him. So Chris in the chat asks, "Is that Voldemort? Which one?" So in any case, yeah. So he's getting him to say like his talking, Jim Acosta's talking points on school shootings, which I think. Nobody's a fan of school shootings. I mean, the 5 people have done.
Well, it depends on the school. I mean,
okay, all right. Now you're on to something.
It might be a fucked up school.
But what do you think about this whole idea of? I mean, we've seen AI actors placed in movies, but this is like you're taking a still photo of this kid and you're gonna make it talk. And by the way, it says on the screen, this is Joaquin's first quote unquote interview about what happened to him. You know what happened to him is that he was murdered.
Right.
So he's going to talk about that. And it's, if you remember, like on Conan O'Brien, when they used to have like Bill Clinton on and they had like the mouth there.
The mouth,
it was Robert Smigel. It was based on an old cartoon called Clutch Cargo. So this is basically Clutch Cargo Parkland Survivor.
Yeah.
So I don't know if this interview has aired, but I can't bring myself to try and see any more than this. Like,
no, it's
seconds.
shit. It's all wonky and weird, and AI only is basically lifting. Isn't it true that AI, like when it's coming up with formulating, it's been trained to actually say, but it can go ahead and scan various clips and piece together the thought process, and then boom, out it comes. It's basically just talking Google, right?
Right. The super tip system that is used on most shows on this channel and on other channels is a better version of this.
Right.
You know, where you can pay $5 and you can get Opie to say something. Maybe somebody, if we had super tips, maybe somebody could get Opie to make talking points about gun violence, just like Joaquin here. I think that, a lot of times people will be like, oh my gosh, we're on the brink. We're it's all going to go to hell. No, we're so far beyond the point where it's all over. Like, we as a society, it's like, let's have a dead kid's avatar on as an interview.
If they're going to be authentic, they got to have him like bleeding out while he's talking, from the injury, wherever he was shot. Now we're talking. Then I'll pay attention.
Khan says that there is AI that is way better than this shit. I absolutely agree. And I don't think I agree with this. Make Bladt and Easy kiss AI. I mean, maybe for some super chat. You give enough super chats, I'll go fly to Michigan and kiss him for real.
Yes, we don't need AI.
Yeah,
are you kidding me? Look at him.
This is actually pretty great from Dwyer Christian. Can we get an interview with Darth Vader about murdering kids? I mean, they were Jedi. They deserved it. I mean, I think we can all agree.
I can't get behind that comment.
You can't what? You can't get behind.
Did nothing.
The kids in the Jedi temple.
Yes.
They were cult members. He did them a favor. He released them.
I don't like this Christian Bladt.
Wow, this is edgelord Bladt. We've got $2 in super chats after half an hour. The fuck are we doing here?
What a pile of shit.
I am going to have some strong words with people who scheduled shows.
And the only
right
guy
now.
who gave us money works for the network. Well, kind of.
Well, Trucker Andy took pity. He's been on this show multiple times.
He felt bad.
Yeah. Hey, anybody else who's been on this show, this is your time to give us a super chat. I'm looking at you.
We are on our way to the lowest amount of super chats. We got probably, in the neighborhood of an hour left, maybe a little bit under.
A little bit under, yeah.
And this is how shitty. Wow, we suck bad. God damn it. That's embarrassing.
I hope you losers don't want to see any bears, because we're going to stay in the talk show arena, but we're going to head over to politics.
Who are these politics? Who are these politics?
So the dead man walking, that is Stephen Colbert, had a big surprise guest, and Fox News went over to the line outside of the old Ed Sullivan Theater, and they wanted to find out what everybody thinks and spoil the surprise.
A huge guest tonight. You excited?
I have no idea who it is.
Kamala Harris.
Get out! Get out!
So I don't know why she didn't win. I can't get it. When we get this shot of some of her most fervent supporters here, these are the people that are actually excited. And look, if you're in line for the Stephen Colbert Late Show, odds are pretty good that she's going to be preaching to the choir.
Has anyone considered that with the cancellation of that show? I mean, it's a network show. It's probably bleeding money.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right. So, I mean, similar to radio, similar to local television, like we talked about. Nobody's watching. Revenue is down. And it sucks. That show sucks cock.
Well, now think about all the clips we've played on this show where we legitimately laughed at how funny it was. I mean, there's so many come to mind.
So bad. Jesus Christ.
Well, what makes it a show like that even better is bringing on the former vice president, Kamala Harris, which it's crazy to think about that just a year ago, we would play dozens of clips of her on this show. It's been a minute. So let's hear her talk about her book, because the only thing more interesting than Kamala Harris is words that she will pretend to have written.
I mean, there's a lot of personal stuff in the book. I mean, poor Dougie.
You're blowing the lid off of Doug? What's going on?
For example, my birthday's in October. The election's in November. You see where I'm going?
No, I don't see where you're going.
Could you connect those dots?
Yeah, I mean, she's acting like everybody should know what the fuck she's talking about. You got this Cheshire grin on her face. Just spit it out, you fucking cackle bug.
We also haven't thought about Doug Emhoff in a while, so you should probably have said, my husband, Doug. But I'm sure she'll tidy this up.
And Dougie kind of dropped the ball on my big birthday.
He didn't get you anything?
Oh, you have to read the book.
And what that tells me, by the way, she did not write this book. She has no idea what the book says about it. She just has a few talking points. I got to stop down literally everything we're doing. Hold on. Fader Dragon with $5. Sorry to interrupt this show's most endearing bit. The fact that it makes no money. Thank you, Fader Dragon. That is probably the thing people like most about this show.
It's so fucking painful. Shit. Thank you. You're very kind.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. Now, so far removed from the election, after seeing all of that nonsense.
Yeah.
With what is in the rearview mirror, that makes me go, thank God she didn't fucking win.
Well, I mean, that's one way to think about it, but we could probably be relieved for her that she never became the president, because she's had like almost a year now. She's had like 8 months, whatever it is, to just relax. And at this point, she's probably so much more comfortable in her own skin.
It's more perhaps basic than that. I am a devout public servant.
Mm-hmm.
I have spent my entire career in service of the people. And I thought a lot about running for governor. I love my state. I love California. Yeah. I've served as just elected district attorney, attorney general, and senator.
Kind of.
But to be very candid with you, when I was a young in my career, I had to defend my decision to become a prosecutor with my family.
She's doing great, wouldn't you say? It's like 2 more minutes to this clip. I'm just gonna leave it there.
If you're frank, that's usually like you're gonna spit something out that's gonna, like, the next sentence should be frankness.
Let's see.
And one of the points that I made is, why is it then when we think we want to improve a system or change it, that we're always on the outside on bended knee or trying to break down the door?
Okay, I've just come up with something. I'm going to keep playing this clip until a super chat comes in. So just any super chat.
God, I'm going to send one myself.
Shouldn't we also be inside the system?
Uh-huh. This is a great point,
And that has
Kamala.
been
What
my
else?
career. And recently I made the decision that for now, I don't want to go back in the system.
Okay.
I think it's broken. I think there's so much, I mean.
I'm sorry, do you hear the audience?
I know, they're like,
She says the system's broken. And they go, oh.
That's what you say when you got your ass kicked. That's what you do.
Yeah. So, look, as you said, we narrowly missed getting to a point where we would get 4 State of the Union addresses by Kamala Harris. At least we have a president now in Donald Trump who we all know is a master orator, and he has a tremendous command of the English language.
Some of them come in, but they're going to also be working on college football in terms of what happened. It's a mess. What happened? It's what they're doing with college football, and the fans are upset about it.
So we're going to let this play a little bit more. For our visual audience, this clip is designed so that you can see the eyes of everyone up on stage with him while he's going on.
This is not AI, right? I'm looking at Triple H.
Yes.
And
Triple H is there. Lawrence Taylor, New York Football Giants great. This is the President's Council on Sports, Fitness, and Nutrition.
I don't see Lawrence Taylor.
He's at this event. Maybe he's not in this shot. Lawrence Taylor, by the way, convicted of, well, actually, no, he pled guilty to misdemeanor sexual misconduct with a minor. So he's on the president's council.
Whatever.
Yeah.
That was a long time.
This is like Jerry Sandusky starting the charity. Yeah. All right, but the president will get around to it.
And players are being taken from team after team and being traded around like playing cards.
J.D. Vance, he's like, what the
And a lot of money's passing and nobody knows what's happening. So these people behind me are going to be very much involved in figuring that whole thing out and working on it.
That's
and
Pat
trying
Tillman.
to bring some sanity to that incredible, not only the football, college sports, very, very bad for women. Very bad what's happening, because now all of a sudden there's no women that are able to get the money that they're talking about.
Triple H looks like a psychopath. Holy shit.
Does. He actually... He looks like he should have been in the booth next to Harvey Weinstein on a phone talking to the president. Yeah.
That's the face of a guy who's eating child ass. That's a child ass eater face.
That is the opinion of Eric Zane. Allegedly, he's saying that. Obviously, everything we say here is jokes. Trump was asked about somebody that he used to be friends with. You know, there's a lot of talk about pardons, people who might get pardoned. We'll see what happens in the next week. There's somebody that I want to do a dive in on whether or not they're going to get pardoned. But he's asked about P. Diddy.
On Diddy Combs,
Right.
would you consider pardoning him?
Well, he was essentially, I guess, sort of half innocent.
Yes.
I don't know what they do. He's still in jail or something, but he was.
So he's half innocent is the way that he sees this. And then the president goes
Actually, I guess, sort of half innocent.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know what they do.
Which I
He's
guess
still
is
in jail or something.
It's
but,
kind of true.
He was celebrating a victory, but he seems, I guess it wasn't as good as a victory. Probably, I was very friendly with him. I got along with him great. And
that means
he
yes.
seemed like a nice guy. I didn't know him
Keep
well.
listening.
But when I ran for office, he was very hostile.
He said some not so nice things about you, sir.
And
this guy is so quick.
So sucking up.
Yeah. P. Diddy said some not so. By the way, one of these guys it would be a lot easier for them to have you thrown out a window. P. Diddy is the guy you should probably be more worried about.
it's hard, like you, we're human beings.
Right.
And we don't like to have things cloud our judgment, right? But when you knew someone and you were fine, and then you run for office and he made some terrible statements. So I don't know. It's more difficult. It makes it more, I'm being honest, it makes it more difficult to do.
But more likely a no for Combs,
I
it
would
sounds
say
like.
so.
Okay. And what
So it took him a
He
minute.
talks
to
him
get
into it. He talked him into
P.
it.
Diddy was going to get a pardon. This guy's like, so no. He's like, oh, yeah, no, definitely no. A friend of the network and somebody we've featured on this show before, primetime Alex Stein, will have to wait because Rumpled Trenchcoat, a Columbo podcast, politics aside, Trump always sounds like a middle schooler doing a book report without having read the book. Yeah. I think even people who love Trump will agree with that. And they'll also applaud him for not wasting his time reading the stupid book. That is a great comment. Thank you, Rumpled Trenchcoat. That is the only Columbo podcast that I go to when I want to hear about Columbo. So primetime Alex Stein was in the state capitol in Austin, Texas yesterday.
This is Carl's pal, right?
Yes, this is Carl's
Yeah, I know
pal.
Carl loves him. That's the guy who wears the suit and does the stupid shit.
Well, he's got the big hat sometimes.
Yes.
Big MAGA hat.
Okay.
So he's there for another reason that we'll get to. But MSNBC is doing a live hit from the state capitol, and Alex Stein notices.
Gavel out with a whole lot of anger, Kelly. Here's the state of play. Here's
MSNBC sucks.
Hey, how are you?
MSNBC sucks. Talk to you for a second. MSNBC sucks.
Okay, that's the funniest thing he's ever done. That's funny.
You and I have different opinions on him, but I do really enjoy this.
That's actually funny.
He finally brought us together. Look at the guy who tries to strong arm him out of the shot. The I don't know, the bald guy with glasses who is, I don't know, a foot shorter than him. This is great right here. Yeah, Dwyer Christian, can I talk to you for a second? He's like, can I talk to you for a second? Can I talk to you for a second? That's probably their thing.
Sometimes this happens, and we understand that
They're all
can happen.
laughing.
And while we love free speech, we're going to keep control here. So,
yeah. So Kelly's like, no, we're going to keep control.
If I'm MSNBC guy, I would say, Alex, get in my shot. I would tell him to do that.
Yeah.
That's outstanding.
So Ryan is the reporter, and I guess that tough bodyguard's name is Shaq.
Ryan, thank you. Shaq, thank you. A volatile story. We'll be following it. And apparently, not only Shaq cleaned up. Okay.
Oh.
Stay with us here because Ryan has cleared the set.
So if I'm still playing this clip, do you think Ryan cleared the set?
No, he's inviting him back to get him on again.
It's the most interesting live shot he's ever done.
We would like to say the gentleman moved on. So, Ryan, let me turn back to you. Nicely handled there. Can you give us an update on, as you were walking us through this, we'll all take a breath there. Maybe not. Okay. Go ahead, Ryan.
Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
So this is when this guy Ryan's like, I'm gonna handle this.
Okay, punch
Don't
him in
worry,
the face.
Kelly.
Do it.
Okay.
So he's saying we don't want transgenders in bathrooms.
We're just going to pull the plug there. Thank
Kelly,
you,
this
Ryan.
is playing out in real time.
Sure
Passion
is.
is high.
Yes.
There's a whole lot of anger here, as you can see. So we're going to get a control of this and come back to you when we can.
Fair enough. Fair enough. And we recognize people are expressing their views, and we're there to cover it.
The speaker.
No, that's not what's happening at all.
Outstanding.
That was tremendous television. So you might be wondering, hey, why was Alex Stein in the state capitol? He does live in Texas. It's not the first time he's been there. So Alex Stein was speaking at the Senate Committee on State Affairs, and he wanted to bring up a few LGBTQ issues.
My name's Alex Stein. I'm considered one of the sexiest men in conservative politics. And one thing I want to say, a lot of people are going to hear my testimony and you're going to say you're anti-LGBTQ. I want to say that's impossible because I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan. So obviously I have a lot of gay pride, but
now I've heard him say that joke before, but that's a great way to start off a Senate hearing in Texas where everybody's like, all right, I like this guy. Let's hear what he's got to say.
You know, a lot of conservatives like yourself, you want to outlaw transgenders in women's sports. I disagree. I like transgenders in women's sports because you can gamble on them and win money. You know, I won so much money on Leah Thomas's propeller in that pool. I almost turned DraftKings, into Draft Queens.
Oh, he ruined it too. He fucked it up.
Tripped over his joke.
That's like 3 jokes. That's rapid fire jokes. So they actually brought him in to say, who the fuck booked this?
Well, the conservative majority, the Republican majority can bring in people.
Okay, so
he does do a lot of like town hall stuff, but this is
so
really
he's preaching to the choir here.
Well, semi choir. There's a few bad apples in this choir.
And, I actually like transgenders in the military, too, because, first of all, transgenders are some of the meanest people on planet Earth, so they'd make a good soldier, don't you think? And then, second of all, transgenders love to do mass shootings.
So there's that one in Tennessee that people are pointing to. Yeah. So he's,
this is actually funny. I think I'm coming around on this guy.
I think you might have misjudged Alex Stein because to me, this is what he does. This is what he does really well. What does Labyrinth Mystic say?
$2, 5 fingers across the face on air, you coward. So he wanted news guy to slap.
Should have slapped Alex Stein. Yeah.
All right. So Alex is now crushing.
Yeah. This is a good day for Alex Stein. That's why I'm excited.
Military veteran. And then on top of that, the suicide rate is incredibly high among transgender people. So we could just use them like the Taliban has suicide bombers. Maybe you guys can actually, if you commit suicide, actually help us in the battlefield. So that would be good. So I think we need transgenders in the military and women's sports. Now, when we come to the bathroom bill, though, this is an asymmetrical problem because
I'm going to pause it for a second. Look at the guy to our right, but his left.
Yeah.
I don't know who that guy is. He's obviously not having a problem with this, but he's also like, what the hell is this guy talking about?
Yeah, and he's trying his best not to react. I'm guessing that the 2 people to Alex's right, our left, are transgender. I don't know for sure.
Why? Because that lady has pink hair?
I don't know. It just seems to me like she could be.
Yeah, there's a chance.
First of all, no dude cares if like a bisexual woman comes in there and tries to use like a pee funnel. You know, if some lady boy comes in there, some, stud comes in there, wants to pee in the urinal. No guy's going to be threatened by, a trans woman. But
That's
we
kind
don't
of
want
what you
these
were saying a
gargoyles
minute ago,
in a
Eric.
dress, some chick with a dick coming in there and trying to pee or poop next to my girlfriend because that's disgusting. And I was going to say something.
So now the crowd gets a little rowdy. You're talking about preaching to the choir. There are some members of the choir who don't appreciate.
Listen, I have my First Amendment right. Let me just speak. So we're sick of these transgenders trying to invade women's personal spaces. These people have autogynephilia. They're sexual perverts, and they actually get satisfaction from going there and looking under a stall. So these are mentally ill people that are on hormones, that are on all kinds of pills. They're impulsive, and they do not belong in a women's restroom. So if some of you lesbians want to come in and pee next to me, you're more than welcome. So we just don't let the chicks with dicks in the women's room, and you guys are all welcome in the men's room. I think that works.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Great job.
10 out of 10, Alex Stein. Primetime Alex Stein.
Oh, fuck.
I was wondering because I know how you felt about him in the past.
No, I didn't like him at all.
I think
And
you only
now-
liked the episode where Milo Yiannopoulos like kind of torched his show. I think you liked that one where.
Okay, I forget what I liked and didn't like, but I'll tell you right now, I like that. That was excellent.
10 out of 10 primetime Alex Stein. Please more of that. And please, there is a Who Are These Broadcasters area of the Discord. Please share clips with us. I have had clips before where he's doing these town halls and things, but they tend to go on for a few minutes, but I had to let that one play in its entirety. So I hope people are enjoying that. I can't read that. I don't think I have the right glasses.
I can't read it either.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Chad's missing upper lip says, what would your F rhymes with bag daughter think about you liking that, Zane? She'd be pissed.
Yeah. But Chad, you'd be all right if Zane's daughter peed in the stall next to you. I mean, I think that's what Prime Time is saying. Great question, Dwyer Christian. Does he do cameo? I don't think he has to. So Labyrinth Mystic. I mean, spot the lie. Good on Alex Stein. Well, the super chat machine has woken up.
Kind of. Sort of.
Yeah, I mean, it's at the point where it should have been at 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, when it's a pile of shit day and you've got whatever this is, $10.
I mean, we've come with gold today. All right. There's the bitch who dropped the cameraman's burrito. There's primetime Alex Stein. Kamala Harris talking about, I don't know what the fuck she's talking about,
Yeah. Christian and I are going to split $16 after Carl takes his 90% cut.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if you got the text from Carl, but tariffs from the Trump White House have really impacted super chats. So I think he gets 92% now. So, all right. Well, I'm going to treat EZ and I. This isn't for the audience. It's time for some bears.
WATV, who are these bears? Who are these bears?
So the Seattle Kraken is the NHL team up in Seattle, and their mascot's name is Bowie. So they were filming a little promo video out on a river somewhere with Bowie. And let's see what happened.
Fishing, we had a pretty close call with a couple bears. Got a bear.
Oh, I gotta break you off now.
Okay.
So that guy's fishing, and whoever is the professional fisherman is like, oh, gotta break off that line there because it's not time for fucking around anymore.
Yeah. This is a large brown bear / grizzly, I guess it looks like. Big bear.
So they point out, hey, Sam, we got a bear.
Hey, Sam, we got a bear. We got to move down.
Oh my God.
Big boy.
Okay.
Shit.
And that bear is, he's really close to them, isn't he?
What the fuck? Get the fuck out of there, you assholes.
He's in the shot, so he's not that far away. Like you shouldn't be able to frame these guys and the bear back there. And the bear's getting close. bear growls, literally. And then here's the idiot in the mascot costume. So this guy's dressed up like Bowie, the mascot, which, by the way, I'm going to say, this is one of the worst mascots I've ever seen.
It's a goddamn gargoyle. Jesus.
I don't know what the hell he is, but I guess it's a Kraken because that's the name of the team. But it's a, we don't really know what it is, but he sucks. All right. Mr. Met and the Philly Fanatic. That's where I think it's at. All right. Here he comes now. Here's the bear.
Yeah.
Let me back that up a little bit. Because,
the only one who's got a shot at scaring him away is Bowie because he's got the
Bowie's
big head.
Standing there, and then we see, look, the bear is galloping towards Bowie.
I want to blame it on Bowie. They were pretty interested in his whole look, so we got out of it okay, but it was a close call. That last little sprint, I was very pleased.
I like how the mascot is committed to the silence is golden rule.
Yeah, you don't hear him say, "Oh shit, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die." Take the fucking head off and run. So 10 out of 10 for the Seattle Kraken.
Yeah, I love mascots doing stupid shit. I love the mascots taking on the kids' football game. It's one of my favorites. But mascots running away from bears is an all-timer. I love that.
That is definitely an all-timer. All right. Well, we've just dipped our toe into the sports world, so let's fully embrace it with our perfectly modulated, not too loud sports jingle.
Who are these sports? You know what I'm saying? Who are these sports? Let's see who's playing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know what society.
So this is a short one that Easy sent to me. There's a longer one that we'll have next week. The Mets one is a great one, but we'll get to that next week. This one, though, you sent to me, and I'll have to translate for everybody because the announcer for the Texas Rangers does say something that's very confusing here.
Man, they are stretching Kikuchi tonight.
So the Rangers are stretching Kikuchi tonight.
Man, they are stretching Kikuchi tonight.
No, that sounds like something untoward, but that pitcher for the Angels is named Kikuchi. I know because he's on my fantasy baseball team because I'm a huge nerd.
Is his first name Ka and his last name is Kuchi, or is his last name?
Kikuchi is his last name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's why they're saying this. I guess it's the Angels are stretching him out, having him pitch longer.
Man, they are stretching Kikuchi tonight.
So that means they're getting him to throw a lot of pitches?
He's probably further into the game than he had been in a while.
Okay, there's no way that announcer, he knew he was going to work that in.
Yeah.
It wasn't accidental. He's just waiting for that.
Yeah, the guys in the truck have like a bingo card, and it's like, all right, if you can get stretching Kikuchi in there, we'll give you a square on it. Easy, does it take you back to the days when you used to be able to stretch Kikuchi? I know you don't do that anymore, but you used to be able to.
It's pretty much impossible these days to stretch Kikuchi. And Kikuchi is just shrinking up because it hasn't been stretched. So it's kind of like the point of no return.
You know what would help Eric's Coochie is super chats. Maybe if you could give him some money, he might be able to afford something.
No, we don't need those. I like sitting here for an hour and a half and getting $2.
That's true. You know what? The super chats do get in the way of our show. They steer us off into other directions.
You know who really has to complain is Christian. He puts in probably 30 hours a week to put this show together. And I mean, we're talking about an unbelievably horrible rate of return.
But Eric, I do want to thank you for your 3 clips this week. I do.
I did send in 3. In fact, I remember that. I go, oh, shit, I haven't lifted one finger for this show today. I have to at least help out in some way.
And I appreciate
I used to just send you the video, but then I realized that I can actually record them myself. I feel pretty strong.
Yeah. I was like, oh, when he's on WATP, he can share clips, but not on this show. Let's keep it to the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim, California Angels. They did a gimmick where they sent their announcers out into the outfield during the live broadcast. Let's see how that went.
In the outfield, that's the big A with Mark Gubas. I'm Wayne Randazzo. Gubi, what a scene this is. This is unbelievable. I've never seen anything like this in my entire life. This place is crazy. I feel like we're in a rock concert right now.
Do you? Do you really feel like you're at a rock concert right now? A bunch of squares and angel robes with halos on. What rock concert is this?
Yeah. I can't tell which guy is the athlete and which guy is the announcer, by the way. Gubazaz as big as a fucking house.
Yeah.
Wayne Randazzo looks like a fetal alcohol baby.
Gooby was indeed an athlete in his day, and he could still fuck you up. He could toss Wayne Randazzo, who's a tremendous broadcaster, but I tower over him. So all right, so let's see how the broadcast handles these two being out there.
Well, the Angels in the outfield, I think they've had a little bit of a part in what's been happening here lately. This is unbelievable. Hey, you know what?
So this is my favorite part. If this didn't happen, I wouldn't have pulled this clip. So for some reason, they decide to cut to the wide shot that shows that these are the only, like, I don't know, 500 people in the entire stadium.
Are they that shitty? Are they that terrible?
They're not having a good season. They have Mike Trout actually playing this year, but, you know, I mean, they haven't had Ohtani in a couple years now.
I was going to say, didn't they get rid of, like, the best player that's ever played baseball?
They just couldn't afford to re-sign him.
What a bunch of assholes. Fucking A, find a way. He's a generational talent.
Exactly. Celebrity Mystic says, at least go hit like, folks. Keep WATB alive. Oh, this show's not going anywhere.
No, we're cheap.
Yeah.
If we're making $3 each.
If we can survive these past 2 years, you're going to have us at least 20, 30 more years after this. So don't look for
I
us.
still can't believe that they got rid of the best player. I don't give a fuck what you do. You pay them.
Yeah, the Dodgers just have more money.
Raise the ticket price. So, like, it doesn't matter. You will never find another guy like him ever. And when he signed with the Dodgers, he deferred all the fucking money. Have him do that for your team.
All the money. I know. It's a great point. That's all they would have needed to do. There was a moment in time where the Los Angeles Angels had Mike Trout, Albert Pujols, and Shohei Ohtani on the same team. And we're going to pretend that those balloons didn't just happen. God damn it. I forgot to turn that off on this laptop. But anyway, they had all that. Anyway, so if you want to find generational talent, have I got a player for you? The independent baseball team, the Portland Pickles.
Oh, thank you for getting this. Thank you.
Tradition of giving an at-bat to a fan during the game. And there's a version of this clip without the broadcaster. But this is who are these broadcasters. So, goddamn it, I made sure to find the play-by-play of
fan that gets to take an at-bat tonight, Dixie.
His name's Dixie.
We appreciate the heck out of you. So, Dixie.
So they just pulled him out of the stands.
Yeah, right. That's what they do. They just pull him out of the stands. You know, it's like the Green Day has somebody come up and play guitar for a song.
Right.
They're like, all right, we'll have this guy swing the bat. We'll get some laughs. And everybody goes home. He's hyping up the crowd, though.
Wow.
Really leaning into it.
If he makes it that far. The 2-2.
Okay, so he's worked to a full count now because this pitcher for the other team is just like, all right, I'm just going to strike this asshole out. Well, now he's got a full count.
Low and away, ball 3.
Batter looks like he's done this before, though. Yeah. Very comfortable in the box.
Payoff pitch, high fly ball, left center field. Are you kidding me? 4 letters, 1 word. Oh, God!
What I love about this, there's so many things to love about this, but the camera's positioned in such a way that they didn't think they were going to have to cut to a wide shot of this guy hitting a home run. There's a pole in the shot.
Payoff pitch, high fly
right there.
Ball,
they zoom into the pole.
Field. Are you kidding me? 4 letters, 1 word. Oh, God!
Everybody's chanting Dixie. These players are giving him hugs. So let me ask you, Eric, how much Kikuchi do you think he stretched that night?
Oh my God, this guy, this is a moment of glory for this guy. And he's probably going to get more attention than the rest of this league gets in the entire season.
Yeah, but I hear about this and I'm like, I'd check out the Portland Pickles. I believe this is Portland, Maine. Whatever
well, it
Portland
is because there's a Planned Parenthood billboard in left center, and those goddamn Mainers, they love abortion over there.
Jesus, I did not catch that.
Planned Parenthood billboard in left center.
It's right there. As you look for our visual audience to the left. Well,
and not only that, at the end of that clip, when they're showing the replay, the announcer says, I can't, he said effing. He actually said effing.
Oh, yeah. You know what? He does say effing. Yeah,
which was, I thought, fantastic as well, as they're showing the replay.
So this is where they're chanting for Dixie. And we'll get to the replay in a second.
I'm standing here watching the replay because I still can't effing believe that happened.
I forgot I wanted to get that in because you distracted me with the Planned Parenthood.
Well, yeah, can you believe that? Jesus.
Well, look, if I'm sitting at a baseball game with my kids, that is something that I would look at and be like, God, if only I'd known.
Maine's fucked up. I've been there. They're
Maine?
fucking psychos. Those people in Maine, that's their favorite thing to do is kill babies.
Oh, well, according to Steel Toe, then our buddy Carl should be thinking about a move over there.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah. According to Steel Toe. That's not my opinion. I'm just
Oregon. This is in Oregon.
This is in Oregon.
Well, that's what? Those are the same thing.
Yeah.
Oregon and Maine are fucked up.
Yes, I definitely agree. Let's keep it with baseball and check in on our buddy John Kruk, former Phillies great and current Phillies broadcaster, and Dwyer Christian stuck out a fetus and go to the Pickles game. So yes, thank you, Dwyer Christian. I guess earlier in the broadcast they were in Chicago for the Phillies White Sox game. And I guess the people seated near the booth are too loud, and they were complaining about it earlier.
Come say hi.
So you can hear a guy who they've found the mic, the stadium mic. So I'll play it again. One of the White Sox fans just says, Kruk, come say hi.
Come say hi.
Nope.
He's like, nope.
I will not. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Someone must be relaying that we've believed that they are. We've discussed them being loud. I think it's easy to do that in this day and age, right? Technology stinks.
I just love the end there. Yeah, technology stinks. Rumble Trenchcoat, a Columbo podcast. Get the sand out of your Kikuchis. Thank you, Rumble Trenchcoat. We're really pulling away the last few minutes. People are just deciding that we've done such a good show that they want to give us money. So we appreciate that. John Kruk later in the broadcast, or maybe even a different day, who cares, talks about a fairly well-known Chicago sports figure.
He was a heck of a basketball player. Played at Ryder and Monmouth. It's all because I missed a lot of shots and he cleaned them up.
Yeah, it's,
I'd miss them.
Don't want to say anything, but there's someone here in Chicago that does that a lot.
That is true. Well, she gets her points.
She gets her rebounds too.
So he's talking about somebody in Chicago who misses a lot of points but gets their rebounds. And it sounded to me like John Kruk had just seen this clip. So here's Angel Reese
getting inside.
And she misses. But she takes another shot and she misses again.
Gets her own rebound, third time's the charm. And that's why she leads the WNBA in offensive rebounds.
Oh, okay. So it was he took the long way for the WNBA joke.
Yeah. That was me. I wanted to set it up for Kruk pointing out that she leads the league in rebounds because she misses so many of her shots.
Well, that's why Christian leads this show in rebounds.
Because of all my missed shots. Yes, exactly. Thank you. Oh my God, my bell's way up there. So this is not all that's happening in the WNBA right now. There's some crazy stuff happening on the court, but we need to start off with, we were looking at a mascot a minute ago. Let's take a look here.
An unfortunate turn of events at halftime during Sunday's matchup between the LA Sparks and the Las Vegas Aces. Gasps from the crowd as Sparky the dog was kicked in the head and knocked down by one of the dancers doing a back handspring across the court.
Like the cameraman right on it,
quickly was
too.
okay. Sparky apparently a bit shaken up, laid on the floor, flat, otherwise okay as well.
Did the head
according
come
to
off,
the
I wonder?
team. The Sparks lost the game that night. They play Seattle on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah, well,
That's the best thing to happen.
This is from in the arena. I've got it muted because they're playing music, so the head does not come off. And Sparky the dog just lays down there for a while. What was your question going to be?
Well, yeah, I mean, but the WNBA stinks. We all know that. The best parts are when they beat up the white chick, and then the other chick beats everybody up on behalf of the first white chick that gets beat up, the hot chick, Sophie, what's her name? And then green dildos, and then this. This is it. It's the only interesting thing about this whole fucking league.
I'm glad that you mentioned the green dildos because that is, I would say, the most interesting thing to happen on any basketball court in a long time.
Yes. To be fair.
Yeah.
You get a flying dildo. I say you start with the WNBA and then, other sports. But WNBA is great. I want the dildo to be wet so that when they clean it up, they have to mop the floor. They mop the floor. But these are dry dildos. I want kind of like a tacky, with some Ute glue on it.
You want one that has just immediately been pulled out of the kikuchi? Is that
exactly
what you're saying?
precise?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So this is, let's see, this is the Golden State broadcast at first. So they're going to talk about something was thrown on the court.
That flew from a fan onto the court. Chechi fires a three. That's short, out of bounds. And Solana is saying that there was something on the court.
Something.
Chaos. Absolutely.
So you can see some of the players are laughing on what has ended up on the court.
Absolute chaos. Things flying everywhere. People getting blocked. Chechi thinking she got fouled on that three. It's still tied at 75, Jacob.
Boy, good thing most of those women are so attractive they can fall back on their good looks.
Yes, they can all have the modeling career. So let's switch over to the Atlanta broadcast that cut right to the chase.
Yeah, and no one's picked the object up yet. You guys, oh my gosh, okay.
It zoomed right in on that dong. Okay.
Yeah. So, but I love the announcer.
Yeah, and no one's picked the object
the
up
usher.
yet. You guys, oh my gosh, okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
If you roll it just a little more, look at Scatman Crothers here. He's going to be like,
he's definitely really enjoying that.
Look at that dude. That man ref is he's all business there.
All business. Look, you gotta get back to. We've got to have some decorum here. All right, let's go back to the Golden State broadcast.
So when you have a lime green item just kind of fly,
watch it. Top of your screen, right at the free throw line.
That's when the whistle should be blown.
Fantastic.
Because as a player, you.
So I'm sorry. What should be blown when that lands on the court? That dildo has a better jump shot than Angel Reese. I mean, we just saw her a minute ago,
Right. God, that was outstanding.
Yeah. There's a little more that I want to get to in here. Just a little bit more because dildo gate continues. So the cops come out and they're trying to figure out who threw it.
Why does a cop have to grab the dildo? I mean, Jesus.
I mean, it's Atlanta. They might not be legal there. I'm not sure.
Police and
Gonna
security
shoot the
are
dildo.
headed to the area where they're going to try and figure out the fan.
Oh, yeah,
of course,
right.
Everyone's going to point and.
If you were seated anywhere near where that happened, I would take to my grave the person who did it.
Oh, there'd be no snitching. I would be encouraging to say, look, you're going to be fine. If they do find you, we're going to bail you out. Because that was outstanding.
That person's a hero.
Nominate who it was. There's two separate.
I can't believe they're investigating. Come on.
But I love when they actually show it. So this is
Yeah.
like, I don't know, 3 minutes after it happened.
Beautiful
Finally,
looking
Golden State's
dildo.
like, all right, we gotta show this to our
Somebody, we talked about this on my show. A lot of those, you can like suction cup onto a flat surface. Can you imagine if the suction cup stuck onto the floor and the thing was like throbbing on the court like a goddamn metronome?
So the only thing that seems like it would be less interesting than the WNBA is someone who live streams while they watch a WNBA game. But I did get sent this clip. It's from an account called Media Liars with a Z. If you want to follow them, they keep their eye on a lot of good stuff out there. This is someone who's streaming live while this happens. So he's looking up.
With any team,
He's trying to
that
talk.
has
His hot takes.
what the crap did I just see?
What
I know I ain't see what y'all. I'm watching this Atlanta game. The Atlanta Dream versus.
Does he have a broken jaw?
I'm not quite sure. But he's like, I'm watching this Atlanta game.
Open your mouth when you talk, much mouth.
Might be a speech impediment, or he just might be, Southern.
I just seen, bro. Are you kidding me? Bro, hold on, time out.
He's got to
My
rewind.
bad, y'all.
Hold on.
You got to be kidding me, right?
What's-
Somebody dropped. There's no way. No way. No way, bro. Ain't no way. Stop. Somebody at the Atlanta Dream game, the Atlanta Dream versus Valkyrie game.
Spit it out.
Down
He's trying.
deal though. Is that what I'm looking at?
And so all that, and he calls it a dildo.
Yeah, he does.
A green dildo?
A green dildo.
What kind of freak show we got in Atlanta?
Chad's missing upper lip wrote, "What kind of man watches the WNBA yet alone live streams commentary?"
Chad's missing upper lip. You said some unkind things at the beginning of the show, but you are definitely making some real sense right here. Go ahead with his comment there.
Probably had more people watching than this stream. Well, we're going up.
Well, that's not fair.
Yeah, I mean, come on. That actually hurts.
Look, the fact that somebody who is so much more beloved than either you or I is doing a live stream at the exact same time as us, and I'm not going to say who because I know everybody will go to their channel. What I love about all of this is that Vegas never misses a beat. So there is indeed a prop bet from Bet Online that you can wager the color of the next WNBA dildo if it's not green. And the odds for blue are plus 1,400. And also you can wager on how will the dildo be handled. Kicked by feet, lifted by hands. I don't know if Kikuchi is on there, but it seems like the WNBA has figured that their product is best for wagering. So good for everybody on there.
Sophie Cunningham did not like this at all. She said, "Stop throwing dildos. Someone's going to get hurt." And I can't.
Dildos are designed so that they can cause pleasure.
Let's think about where they go, and they don't seem to hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Unless you fall, you're like it gets jammed up your ass. I don't know.
Well, we are going to keep it in the sports world as we start to wind down with our great moments in broadcast history.
WPTB, who are these broadcast history? Who are these broadcast history?
And to do that, we have to revisit what is one of the best prank calls in the history of sports talk radio. A call that was made right about 10 years ago. It does feature our friend Mike Francesa, and he had a question about the New York Football Giants and if the San Francisco Giants were visiting. Do you want to ask anything before I get to the clip?
Is this pre-ultra white teeth?
Yes, you're going to see regular teeth.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's a little bit more humanoid looking, but he's going to take a call from Dan from Warwick, which is the town next to where I've grown up, and I've never been prouder.
In Warwick, what's up, Dan?
Hey, Mike. I just got a question about the Giants. In your years of experience, have you ever seen, how the San Francisco Giants were once the New York Giants? Has there ever been either a franchise to franchise or maybe even player to player get together when San Francisco comes to New York? Like, do they ever say hi? Maybe, I don't know, go out to dinner or something?
I don't know what are you talking about?
Okay, so most hosts, if they paid attention to their show, they're like, okay, this guy's fucking with me. Let's hang up on him. But Francesa really wants to understand this.
Yeah. Is there ever any interaction when the San Francisco Giants come to New York or vice versa?
The San Francisco Giants come to New York and do what?
Have a game.
They play against the Mets, and what do you want to happen now?
Do the New York Giants ever reach out to them, either the players or the franchises?
The football Giants?
Yeah, the football Giants.
Well, what is the connection between the San Francisco Giants and the football Giants?
Well, they used to be in New York, and they got the same name.
But they have nothing to do with each other, though.
I don't understand that he's like really trying to wrap his head around this. Like, this is a serious question.
There's no connection. Then they have different ownership. There's no connection between the two teams. I mean, there's no connection in any way between the two teams. They have no relationship. Do you think because they're Giants are like brothers or something? That might be the weirdest question I got in a long time. I mean, that might, and I think that's an honest question. That might be the strangest question I got in a really long time.
He's so buttoned up. He's so X's and O's. No idea that someone was just having fun with him. What a fucking moron.
Eric, do you think that was a serious question that Dan from Warwick was asking about the Giants and the Giants getting together?
Of course not. He got together with his buddies and said, "Watch, I'm gonna fuck this guy up big time."
Well, eventually, maybe there's somebody in his ear. He starts to come around that maybe this is a silly idea.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, they have the Giant Picnic. They hold it over in Totowa, I think it is. And then they have the Giant Relay Race and the Giant Raffle. And then they all get together for the Giant Breakfast the next morning, and then they go their separate ways. It is true. It's a July weekend.
So nobody runs with a punchline better than Mike Francesa. And by the way, yes, you see he's got normal, like, grayish teeth here.
He's really on top of it.
Yeah.
But what a recovery.
He's going to tag the bit.
Every year when it happens. Yeah, and then the Rangers in Texas and the New York Rangers have the same thing. They meet usually in Abilene and have that in August every year. Lundqvist is particularly close to Yu Darvish. As a matter of fact, there's a kinship there between the two of them.
He's so proud of himself.
He's never laughed ever in his life. Have you ever seen a clip of this guy actually laughing at anything? He doesn't. He just sits there.
Not often, especially if he might be the butt of the joke. Okay, so the reason why we are watching a clip from 10 years ago is that I think it was just yesterday, a promo was released for season 5 of the Eli Manning show. Here's our buddy Francesa walking into a room. And right there, I love the sound of the breaking glass. You can see there's a banner, Giants and Giants Meetup. And look at Francesa's face. He's like, oh, I'm part of a comedy bit. I'm going to do some acting here. By the way, Mike Francesa is great in the film Uncut Gems. He's better than Julia Fox. But he's doing a little acting here. Giants.
They really do get together.
Anyway, I was thinking next year we should have a picnic.
I only recognize Eli Manning. I don't know.
Giants.
He's the only one you really need.
Just Giants barbecue. I don't think you need both of them.
Last week, the San Francisco Giants were in town to play the Mets. So this is a picture of the entire thing.
There's been 5 seasons of the Eli Manning show.
Yeah, but that was the real surprising thing.
What is it on?
I think it's on. I don't know. Is it on ESPN? I know that he presented by. I don't know. Actually, it's a great question. I have no idea where you can find it, but I know he's got to deal with ESPN, so I'm just assuming that's where it is. So kudos to them for realizing what a great bit that was from back in the day, and trying to run with it. Had you ever heard that call before, Easy?
Never. All this is brand new to me. Go figure. I mean, when have I ever been on top of anything? Ever? Never. I've never done that.
Well, you knew about the dildo.
I did know about that. If you did know about the past week, I can manage, but
that's true. That's what you know. So, okay. So the kicker to all this is that present day WFAN, where Mike Francesa no longer does the show, tracked down Dan from Warwick. So they thought it would be a good idea to put a prank caller on the air and ask what he thinks of his prank call from 10 years ago. And it's off to a great start when the host asks him, was that a prank call?
It was a prank, was it not?
Of course it was. What do you think?
Yeah.
I just love his answer. Of course it was. What do you think?
That is so East Coast.
Yeah.
So few words, and you feel like such an asshole after they answer.
Yeah.
Of course it was. Of course it was.
Well,
what else would it?
And then I guess this is Sal Licata is going to try and explain to him why he asked that.
No, I'm just making sure because I had people calling saying they weren't. Have you seen the social media attention today?
No, I haven't. I'm not on social media much.
Dude, you got to check it out. Yeah, you have to have somebody at least send you an email. The Giants, you know why we're calling you today, right?
Nope.
The Giants.
So I love that. You know why we're calling you? Nope.
Posted a video of Francesa walking into a room with Eli Manning and Sean O'Hara of the New York Football Giants having lunch with Matt Chapman and Logan Webb of the San Francisco Giants, all based on your call 10 years ago.
Yeah, I heard that was a pretty famous call. I saw the old cartoon where I had a bottle of bleach and computers in the background.
I'm not sure where we're going with that, but
okay, I have no idea what that's a reference to. But whatever that was, that's the reason why he said, yes, I am going to definitely make this call, because whatever the bleach in the computer, this is what he wants to get on the airwaves, whatever that was.
This guy is 3 steps ahead of everybody. Whoever he is, he rolls
Warwick
out of bed, and he's already 3 steps ahead of you.
Right, exactly.
But this is what you get when you talk to Dan and Warwick. So, Dan, you still listen to the station? You still call the station on occasion? I don't recall the last time you called.
Please say no.
Oh, we've talked a couple times.
And I hope that's not true. He's like, we've talked a couple times just to try to make him feel stupid.
I don't recall. And people have been trying to get in touch with you. Have you not gotten in touch? I saw Neil Best asking for you. I heard Harrison Francesa. I'm assuming that they wanted you to be a part of this. You haven't heard any of this. You're just living in Warwick there, doing your own thing.
Yeah, still living in Warwick. I heard through the grapevine that you guys were looking through for me.
So I love that. But the only thing you need to know about Warwick, New York, is that they have a still functioning drive-in movie theater that has never closed. It has always been open since I was a kid. It's that kind of town that Dan's hanging out in. I want to let him finish here.
Cousin.
There we go. You want us to replay your famous call, or you don't want to hear that? What do you do?
I have long, Evan. I'm just leaving now, but go ahead.
Thank you for the time, Dan. He's on hold. You can talk to him. No.
So God, he made them look like idiots.
He calls him Evan, who is another host on the network. I'm pretty sure they don't like each other. This is the second time he called him Evan. So, Dan from Warwick, your first call is a masterpiece. Your second one's not terrible. You know what I mean? It's like the Airplane 2 to Airplane. There's plenty of laughs in there.
I think you can't ever. I mean, he knew what was at stake, and he's pretty quick on his feet. This Warwick guy or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
and
Dan
was
from
able
Warwick.
to pull that off. Dan from Warwick.
Yeah, I mean, look, it going full circle like that. It's like, hey, let's get this guy on the air. You know, it would be like if I gave a segment to Sour Shoes, who used to call into the Stern Show and does an amazing Mike Francesa impression. I threatened to do a lot of ideas for bonus episodes. I think we really might need to dive into the lore of Mike Francesa, but I need you to understand how this guy is famous when he probably should have never been on the radio in the first place, Eric.
Yeah, I don't know. It was a different time when he's so old that people's choices for content was so limited. Yeah, all you needed is a guy like him on there, some blowhard, and people were going to eat it up. And now he's still, milking that.
As a radio guy, you know that at this point, very few people become millionaires doing local AM radio. It doesn't really happen anymore, but 1987, that was the time. If you could have
isn't it? What about Anthony? Come on now, isn't he?
Well, I'm sorry, where did he make his money?
Yeah, I know, but now he's on AM.
That's true, and he's filling in this week for Brian Kilmeade, so you can hear him all week on WABC. So check.
Yeah. Okay.
So that is our show. And we appreciate people who decided to eventually give us money. And I have never been more upset with Blind Mike Geary and the Blind Mike Project. Go ahead and watch them now.
Is it
if you go watch Blind Mike right now, tell him that you're coming over from Who Are These Broadcasters now that it's over, and he should be more respectful of other people's time slots. I want somebody super chat that to Blind Mike
you see, this is going to light a fire under our asses, because if we're going to go up against shows that are better than us, we just need to be better. We can't be mad at them because they do their thing. We just have to be better.
No, we'll just have to start doing the show 2 hours earlier. I mean, it's the only.
There's no way we're going to be better. No way.
Not than Mike Geary. They've got
who was with him, Blind Mike, and who's the other guy?
Well, I think it's just him and Craig today, his producer. Sometimes
someone said Shuley was going to be there. Is that?
Well, no, I think Shuley is also, but Shuley's whole network is behind the paywall now. So, we know that we're your free alternative to the Shuley network.
Okay. Gotcha.
So all that being said, Eric Zane, where can you be found?
Wherever you download shows, you can hear my show. If you want to watch it while I do it, it's live every day, Monday through Friday. I should say Monday through Thursday at 10 a.m. Eastern, Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern on Twitch, twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Search my name. You'll find me doing something. It's all mediocre.
Yes, and if mediocrity is the bar that you set, please check out my personal podcast, The Blattcast, BLADTCAST. You'll be able to find a review episode of the new Fantastic Four movie, a conversation with Husey, and also one with E-Rock, amongst some other people. So check that out. But most importantly, please subscribe to 100 Songs That Define Heavy Metal, hosted by Brian Slagle, wherever podcasts are found. So we have a bunch of $5 super chats. I guess I should just read all of them, in any case, that is our show. This is Christian Bladt reminding you that every mic is a hot mic. But politics aside, Trump always sounds like a middle schooler doing a book report without having read the book. Okay, go ahead. I think we both keep hitting it at the same time. Sorry to interrupt the show's
I'm supposed to click it. You're not supposed to click it, cock.
You were me. Hey, you leave Mike Kikuchi out of this. Sorry to interrupt this show's most endearing bit, the fact that it never makes money, or that it makes no money. Same difference. Get the sand out of your Kikuchis. Wasn't there one more $5? I want to be fair with this bit that people apparently don't get. Nope.
No.
There's just 3 $5. Good God. Yeah. And Sam Bibley wants to know about your tattoo. And you know what? When you're not giving him any money,
I don't know what he's talking about. I don't have a tattoo.
Yeah, exactly. There is no Eric Zane tattoo. And if there were, you wouldn't get to see it for free. In any case, that is our show. Thanks to everybody. And we will see you next Tuesday.